I wish I could have vlogged about the biscuit experience, but you probably can hear the noise. It is so noisy in here. And I love mirrors that show the back of me. Yay! I had to. What's up, guys? Today I wanted to bring the second part of the little discussion that I have about things that turns people on, off, but from my perspective. Today I wanted to talk about what I think that I do that turns people on. When I say turn people on, I mean that may make them like me, not any, you get it. So since I'm done roasting myself, let me go ahead and say something positive, because that's what I aim to do. I want to be honest, but at the same time not lose the focus from my goal in this channel, which is being positive. So one of the things I think that I do that turns people on is that I am very open to ideas and suggestions. And what I mean by that is, let's say that we are deciding on watching a movie. You are going to watch something that I'm not used to, but I'm willing to check it out. And an example of this that I have is last year when I went to see The Conjuring. That is absolutely not my type of movie. I do not wake up one morning and be like, I'm going to go to the movie theater to watch this movie. I don't have anything against it personally. It's not my type of movie. And if I have a say and control over what I watch and whatnot, that's just not what I would have opted for. Additionally, say that we are hanging out, we need to decide on a place to eat. I always like to let the other person choose unless I have an immense craving for something particular, because I'm always telling myself every menu has something that I can dig into. I'm not going to make a big deal out of where we go. Just being open to trying things and experimenting. I like to respect people's time. When I say I will be there at 7:30, it means that I'll be there at 7:30 or by 7:30, which means 7:29, 7:28, 7:27. It's just that I have met so many people who do so poorly with time. I don't get it. How can you not have the sense of time and organization and estimating? I don't know. For me, the only time I get cocky about it is when I go to work, and I used to be the person who used to be there half an hour before my shift started and clocked in with the few minutes that I can clock in early and whatnot, and I'm like, no, I'm just going to chill out and I'll get there when I get there. When it comes to actual commitment to someone, compromises and stuff like that, I'm there on time. When it comes to a company related thing, it's like, it can wait. I don't stress myself out like that like I used to. Another thing I think that makes people like me is that I do not pay attention to details about people per se. Like, I'm never hanging out with someone and being like, oh, I don't like what you're wearing, or I don't like how your hair looks. Or I have met some people who are like, why don't you straighten your hair more often? Or why do you always wear pants and not dresses? Why do you always wear t-shirts and you never show V-cuts or anything? And I'm like, if I have something to show to someone, it is the man, it is the boyfriend, and you're not the boyfriend. It's just my preference. When I go out, I like to be comfortable, and I'm usually taking care of business. I'm not going anywhere to impress anybody. And even if I was trying to impress someone, I don't need to really go out of my way to do it. You know, I'm just me. Another thing that I think people just love is how consistent I am. I've expressed this before in a different video, but the only way that I'll change is that when I get to know you better, I'll be more comfortable around you, to where I know your humor and how I can converse with you. I'm the kind of person who's always teasing someone, pranking someone, and it's the healthy type. I just love to tease and crack jokes, and I'm a very happy person. Like, I like to be laughing and smiling, and it's just my nature. It's so easy to make me laugh and smile. Just ask my colleagues, they will tell you. it's genuine. I have been at my current job for 4 years. As a matter of fact, I've had 2 people tell me, you know, all this time that I've known you, you've been the same person, always polite, always kind, laughing, smiling, happy. I like being around you. You make me happy. So that on its own says a lot about me, and on the channel I try to portray that, but I can't always do that because the channel sometimes serves me as my escape from stress. So some days you may hear me sound a little more serious or even shed a tear here and there, which there are 2 videos that I can think of where that happened, but anyway. But overall, I just don't like to put an image that I'm not, because that drama and theater will fall down and collapse on you eventually. So the best solution to a problem is avoiding it from happening. What you see is pretty much what you would get, except much more fun, since there's only so much that the camera can portray for me. When I speak, it's actually a complete sentence. I don't think a conversation with me is a waste of time, because I'm always filling in the conversation to the best of my knowledge. And if I don't know something, I let the person know, hey, I want to hear what you have to say, but if you don't hear me responding much, it's because I don't know a lot about this, and I don't want to be giving you like half-ass responses just to fill in and not be silent. I'm never going to pretend that I'm savvy at something if I don't know something. Like, I have no problem admitting that I'm not perfect, that I don't know everything, and that there's a lot that I can improve. I'm having a slow moment, just cut me some slack. Another thing is that when people consult me about something, I tell them that I'm being as honest as I can be. Like, I'm not going to try to sugarcoat something or just tell them what they want to hear. I'm honest, and just like I said a moment ago, if I don't know what I'm talking about, I would rather refer you to something else or to someone else so that you can get the best advice that you can get, and not just me trying to excel at something just because I normally excel at something else. I'm trying to transfer that to something that I'm not very good at, but I'm still going to try to claim to be savvy at it. No, I want you to be as happy as you can be and be on the right path. If I am not the right path for you, at least I can guide you or lead you through it or get you very close, and from there you can, keep helping yourself. I'm not ever going to try to trick you or manipulate you. And last but not least, my manners. Like, I'm always polite. I never let that go. I always say my pleases, thank yous, would you please, if you don't mind, and may I, or would you be so kind to, yada yada yada. It's so important because I don't want for people to feel like I'm not approachable. If I'm going to be approached or make the approach, I'm going to stress you out. You should never feel stressed out about a conversation that you're about to have with me. If that happens, then I know that something is majorly wrong and it needs to be addressed. And that would make me really sad, because I have been in those positions where I have had to go for long periods of time without consulting someone about something because I just don't trust them and I cannot open up to them, or at least not on everything. I just know how to make life simple and be happy and satisfied. And anyways, what do you guys think? What do you have to say that I didn't say that actually makes you like me or turns you on about me that I didn't mention? Just what do you like that people do, or what do people do that makes you like them, and stuff like that? Let me know in the comments, because I love to read that type of thing, positive things, and I'll let you guys know if that's something that I do as well that I just completely failed to mention, or if you gave me a new idea to implement and try out in my life, and let me know. Alright guys, as always, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.